everybody, welcome back to another video with Electra Soul. If you're new to my channel, I am a motivational speaker, a psychic medium, a spiritual life coach, and just a spiritual bitch putting everybody on. What I intend to do is to change your life and to change the world. So today in this video, I intend truly that I am able to help you out to the most of my ability. Because today within this video, what I want to discuss is basically what it takes to manifest whatever you want. What it takes to be able to use the law of assumption to your advantage. What it takes to be able to conscious manifest in your favor. Because I am noticing that there's quite a few people who completely reasonable, because I do understand the limits that go on within the minds of some people. But I have been noticing that some people have been feeling very, I guess you could say, limited in terms of being able to actually manifest what they want. So they begin to assume that they can't do this, that this is unrealistic, that what they want is out of their reach, like they just cannot manifest what they want. And I do understand why, like I said, because I do see that the law of assumption is something that you do have to be very limitless minded. You have to be able to just work in favor of what you want and not work against it with any doubts, fears, or limits, like things like that. And I know that you all are strong enough to be able to actually take this on. I know that if somebody like me is now able to just manifest whatever I want because I want to, and it does manifest in my favor, that you all are able to do the same thing. Like there's nothing separating you and I, or the next person to the next person. If you are somebody who you feel like you can't do this, or it's impossible for you, whatever else the case may be, I need you all to understand that there are no limits and no separation. You are not excluded from being who you want to be. Like you're not excluded from getting to where you want to go, from manifesting what you want to manifest. You have to understand this though, and like actually take it with you, because it can feel very easy to limit yourself and to keep yourself in one single place where you feel like you belong there because you've been there for so long. But please understand that if there are people out here doing what it is that they're doing with conscious manifesting through the law of assumption, that you as well can do the same thing. There's nothing holding you back. There's nothing limiting you. There's nothing, literally nothing in this world except for yourself. And once you open up your mind, you're going to be able to see just how you can get this all done in your favor. I promise you, it's just all about working and thinking in favor of what you want, as opposed to focusing on all the limits that you've been focusing on your entire life, okay? So I am going to get further into this to start talking about exactly what it takes for you to be able, like I do this because honestly anyone, like I said, anyone can do this, but there are a few things that I feel that people should work on or maintain within their minds that I feel is very important to be able to maintain while conscious manifesting, so that you don't feel overwhelmed or limited, or like in 3 months you actually can't do what you want to do when 3 months ago you did believe in yourself, but now you feel like it's impossible, whatever else. I want this to be a consistent thing. I want you guys to be able to feel like you can really do this consistently speaking without any kind of stagnancy in the way. Now I am about to hop into the video, but really quick guys, I am playing a Law of Assumption binaural beat playlist that many people, including myself, have been using to manifest whatever we want through SATs, visualization, daydreaming, whatever else that maintains a kind of meditative state. So if you are into meditation or you want to get into meditation, I highly recommend downloading this beat playlist to your advantage, because again, it is law of assumption based, so it is going to be focusing on certain aspects in which maybe you want to manifest more money or love or healing or whatever else. We have all that shit in the playlist, and I'm really happy that y'all are liking it and listening to it and everything else, because it's helping me out, and if it's helping me out, it's gonna help y'all out as well. So again guys, I intend truly that helps you out to the most of its ability. The link will be down below in the description box if you are interested, and if anything else, just pay attention to the music in the back, because this music right here is healing music, okay? But then anyway guys, now we can get started with the video right now, so that we can get to talking about what it takes to be able to manifest whatever it is that you want. What you should know about being able to maintain knowing that you can actually get everything that you want, okay? I wrote quite a few things in my notes section because I wanted to be sure that I wasn't going to miss any points that I was going to be sharing with y'all in regards to this. So I'm just going to read it out right now, and then I'm going to explain them. So I said that it takes mental strength, discipline, mental diet, loving yourself, wanting and intending are both in capitals, the best for yourself, and to be able to do what's right and what is best for you, okay? Again, like I said guys, when it comes to the law of assumption, it really is all about being limitless. Like you have to be able to be strong-minded, okay? I said mental strength as the first thing as to what it takes to be able to consciously manifest whatever you want, because when it comes to you actually doing this, mental strength is all about just you holding yourself down. You know, anytime something comes in to try to tell you you can't do that, there's tons of things holding you back. What makes you think that you can be successful, that you are strong enough, like mentally strong enough to be able to tell that thing that you are strong enough to overcome it? confident that you are the person who gets everything that you want and that nothing could hold you back or down. You have to be strong enough to be able to rise above the occasion here, because it is very easy to succumb to what it is that you were feeling before, right? When you were living your entire life feeling super limited and all that stuff, it felt very easy to actually just admit it. I'm a very limited person, I'm very upset, I can't get what I want, and you're comfortable with that because you've been living in that energy for so long. Now, when it came to that, you were holding some sort of mental strength in terms of the opposite favor, okay? You were very strong-minded when it came to you not believing in yourself. But here, when it comes to you actually getting what you want, you have to be able to believe in yourself. You have to be able to hold yourself down, to be able to talk yourself out of spirals, which, if you guys don't know what a spiral is, it's basically when you start to think about something unfavorable in your 3D, which the 3D is your physical circumstances around you. You start to think about these physical circumstances around you. Oh my God, this, oh my God, that's in my way, oh my God, blah, 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 like things outside of you. And then you start to let it affect you to the point where you're like, I can't do this anymore, forget it. You know, you start to spiral. And that is exactly what I don't want for any of you guys, because I'm gonna say from a personal experience that when it came to myself and using my mental strength, the only times that I actually fell back into what it was that I was believing in before, aka the limits, was any time that I was not actually being on top of my shit. Kind of like a mental diet, what I was saying as well in the list, which a mental diet is when you're aware of your thoughts to the extent of not talking down on yourself, no self-deprecation, not shitting or limiting yourself in any way, shape, or form. You're kind of monitoring the way that you speak to yourself. It kind of goes hand in hand with that. Because with having a good mental strength, like being able to be strong-minded, having a good mental diet as well comes hand in hand with that, because they're linked to the same thing. It's all about how strong-minded you're willing to be able to overcome all the bullshit that you felt like was a limit or something that was holding you back. Like, you actually have to be willing to work with yourself. That is another huge thing, guys, to be able to willingly work with yourself. This is so unbelievably important, because you might even know what it is that I'm telling you right now, that you have to be strong-minded. You might already know this stuff and you might have already even practiced it. But I am going to tell you guys as well when it comes to this that if you do not have the willpower to actually get up and to keep it pushing in the direction that you want to be pushing in, you're always going to feel like a victim, because you're literally not letting yourself rise up above the occasion. You're still letting yourself believe that you deserve the shitty life that you were living before. Thus, you kind of falling victim again to all the BS that you were dealing with before. You know, you don't have enough willpower to actually get up and to be motivated enough to get your dream life in this favor. Like, you want to live your dream life. You want to live how you want to live. You want to do what you want to do. Then do all of those things, but you have to be the person who makes it happen in your favor. With you having the will to keep on going strong, nothing is ever going to feel like an actual circumstance that could really hold you down. Like, yes, some things might feel unfavorable, but nothing will feel big enough to really just keep you from getting to where you want to be. You'll just know that you'll be able to exceed all that bullshit. Because I promise you guys, you do have the power, but you have to want what you want enough to actually make it happen. Because as someone who said that I wanted what I wanted so badly, I did not prove that to myself multiple times. Each and every single time I let something outside of me, or even myself, let me believe that I didn't deserve what I wanted or that I couldn't have what I want. Right then and there, I would fall right back into the old pattern that I didn't want to be at, and then I would just repeat the same cycles. And me choosing to live the same life over and over and over again, that was proving to myself that I obviously did not want what I wanted enough for me to get up and to actually maintain the strong mindset that I needed in order for me to manifest everything that I wanted. And this is pretty much as well what it is to be disciplined, like to be able to have that kind of discipline within yourself. Because with mental strength, willpower, mental diet, and your self-discipline, all these things combine to make you into a strong person. So the law of assumption is not even something that is just one single thing. I'm practicing this. The law of assumption is a phase that I'm in right now. I'm looking, no, bitch, this is a lifestyle. The law of assumption can change your life if you let it change your life, but you have to continue to work in favor of what it is that you want by consistently feeding yourself the things that you know that you do want. So if you say that you want to be successful, and you say that you want the love of your life, and you say that you want the money, and you say that you want to be beautiful, and you say that you want your dream body, and you say you want this and that and whatever else, you just have to know that regardless of whether you're taking inspired action or not, which inspired action is you choosing to get up and to do something about you manifesting what you want. So let's say you want a job, you want your dream job, you're going to start applying to dream job applications. Whether you do that or whether you want to sit at home and just manifest to yourself, I can eat all the chocolate in the world and I'm still going to be a size 0, whatever. You just have to be strong enough to actually let that happen in your favor. Not to fight it, not to let it overcome you, not to let it make you feel like you can't do this, whatever else. You have to be strong enough to actually let it happen and to see it manifest in your favor. And all with your own support, because with your support, you're going everywhere. You're going places. You're doing everything that you want to do. And there's nothing here that can tell you that you won't be able to do it, because you'll know that you can, because you already have, because that's what's meant for you and that's it. Now, another thing that I did mention on the list was about loving yourself and actually wanting the best for you, doing what's right by you. I am going to touch on the subject of loving yourself first, because I'm telling you guys, when it comes to using the law of assumption or conscious manifesting, you have to want the best for yourself. Like, you have to want to consciously be able to work in favor of everything that you want, as opposed to letting yourself believe that none of these things are meant for you. Like, where you're sitting there and you're telling yourself, I can't do this is not possible, I deserve to be working for a living, I deserve this, that, whatever else. Like, the more that you tell yourself that these things are things that you cannot have, like, they're out of your reach, you know that you can do them, you know that they're possible, and you know that they're real, and you know that there are other people out here who have manifested them, but you feel like, yeah, this is possible, but I don't deserve them. That right there is also something that's gonna hold you back a lot, trust me guys, because you can have all the other stuff. You can have the strong mental diet, the mental power, the discipline, the want, the need to get what you want, but if you do not love yourself, which in this case I would refer to as having a good self-concept, where you understand you're that bitch, you got this bag, you know who you are, you know you got this world backed if you wanted it type beat, that if you do not love yourself to the extent of actually being able to just sit within what it is that you want and know that you'll have it, then you will forever feel like it's just not meant for you. Like, it's just not something that's gonna happen. That regardless of how badly you want it, you do not deserve these things, okay? So if you know that you're one of those people who you feel like that undeserving underlying energy that's telling you that maybe I do not deserve the things that I want, that is when you have to start working on yourself for real. Because I will tell you guys from a personal experience as well, I remember this was probably one of my biggest problems when it came to me using the law. I knew that these things were possible. I knew that I could manifest whatever I want. I knew that people were doing it. I knew that it was like not a crazy thing basically. But I did not love myself enough to actually keep up with it. Like, I kept saying, I love myself, I love myself, I love myself. But every time I tried to manifest what I wanted, tried to manifest it, because I kept associating myself as separate from that desire. But every time I tried to manifest what I wanted, I remember I just didn't feel like it was meant for me, in the way that I don't deserve it. I just don't deserve it. And every time I let myself believe that, I would always just fall back into a victim mindset. I would start spiraling, my mental diet would go to shit, that victim mentality would kick in. It was like the same old bullshit, the same cycle, like I was saying before. And upon me feeling better about myself, like actually actively working towards uplifting myself, telling myself I do deserve what I want, that I can do this, that this is meant for me, that if I want it, then I do clearly deserve it. That is when I really started to understand that all these things were 110% bagged in my favor. And that is when I really began to manifest things and to maintain them, because that also comes with loving yourself. When you love yourself, you get what you want and you keep it. You know what I'm trying to say? You don't manifest a good thing and then get rid of it 2 weeks later because you feel like you don't deserve it. You have to be strong-minded enough and love yourself enough to be able to look at that thing, manifest it, and then keep it for the rest of your life or for however long you want to. The whole point is that you're still in control. You don't get what you want and then put that thing on a pedestal and say, oh my god, what if it leaves me one day? Like, absolutely not. Because right there, you're putting that thing right where you deserve to be. You deserve to be all the way up there. Why are you putting that thing all the way up there? Remember who you are. Remember your power. Remember how much you love yourself enough to be able to recognize and see yourself to be as powerful as you really are right now. If you want the money and you got the money, you better keep the money because you know you deserve the money. If you got that perfect partner, you're gonna keep that perfect partner, okay? Nothing's gonna come between y'all because you intend that. You are the person in control. You get what you want, everything always works out in your favor, and you're gonna be able to get it all, have it all, manifest it all because you want to, and that's it. And so long as you recognize this and know this for a fact, it's never going to be any other way. It's always going to be exactly what you say it is. But it's only going to be that way because you said so and because you know that you deserve that, and that's it. Now, the last 2 points that I'm going to make when it comes to what it takes to be able to manifest whatever you want using the law of assumption. The second to last thing being that if you are going to be using the law of assumption or conscious manifesting, I urge you guys that you do exactly what feels right and best for you, okay? I just dropped a video last week about different ways to manifest. I'll put it right here if one of y'all want to go check it out. But within that video, I listed a bunch of several ways that you can manifest whatever you want using different things, okay? Because I want you guys to remember how different everybody is. You all, like everyone watching this, you all have different ways of manifesting. You all believe in different things. You all know that you're limitless, but you all have a different way of going about manifesting what you want. Some people like to script. Some people like to use SATs. Some people simply go to their desired state. Some people affirm and persist. Some people just like to take inspired action while knowing that they're gonna get what they want. Like, everyone is different. So I want you guys to understand that when it comes to this, please, 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 please do what feels right and best for you. Just because you saw online that some person got what they wanted because they visualized what they wanted for 10 days straight and then they ended up getting it, does not mean that you have to do the same thing. Like, you can try it and see if it works for you, and it definitely will if you're focused and you got that energy within that manifestation method. But if you are somebody who you know you cannot visualize, like, don't force yourself to visualize and see shit that you know you can't see. Don't force yourself to affirm and persist consistently speaking if you know that you just got this shit in the bag. And especially if you are somebody who likes to take inspired action, don't force yourself to sit at home and affirm and persist and then get mad at yourself in a month when you feel like you haven't manifested what you wanted and nothing's been happening because you feel like you haven't been doing anything. I want you all to understand that within this, you have to find what is most comfortable to you, what feels right for you, and what you feel like resonates with you the most, okay? Because one person's method is not going to be a method that will be suited for everybody. One thing that one person manifesting using this is not going to be something that somebody else can feel like they can manifest using that. And that's really the whole thing here. It's not about, oh, this method worked for them, but it's not gonna work for you. It's literally just about the mindset. Some people simply don't feel like that resonates with them. It's all about your belief. So if you feel like this kind of method is not going to be something that will fly with you, then you go and find something that will. But regardless of what you're doing to manifest, I want you all to know that it's going to work regardless, okay? It's going to work anyway, no matter what it is that you're doing, whether it's affirming and persisting, using SATs, switching to your state, like whatever it is that you are doing. Just know that it will work. It will work, it will work. And even if you are someone who maybe you affirmed and persisted before, like me, and now I'm just in my state, like I am already there, I don't need to affirm and persist like I used to before, then go ahead and do that. You know, go with the flow. Just let this all work out in your favor and don't be so strung up on this, that, oh my God, I can't, blah, blah, like whatever. Listen, you can. And no matter what it is that you want to do, you're going to be able to do it. You're going to be able to manifest it all. So please take it upon yourself to just do that and stop worrying so much about what's going on around you. You are still the person who's in control. And if you know that you really are, then it's not going to take much for you to get what you want. Trust me, it's really not. But so with that being said, the last and final thing that I am going to say that it definitely 110%, this is the most important thing to me, I think. Well, one of the most important, because everything else I listed was very important. But this right here, this is what really gets the ball rolling in your favor, okay? It is about being open-minded. You have to be open-fucking-minded. Excuse my French. You have to be open-minded when it comes to you manifesting whatever it is that you want here. Because guys, being closed-minded is not going to get you what you want. Being closed-minded is actually the way that you end up living a societal ass life. 9 to 5s, housewife if you don't want to be a housewife, only going on trips once a year that you can afford because you saved up money for it and that's what your entire life revolves around. You know, no disrespect to anybody living like that, okay guys? Like, I just want to free y'all though. I want the shackles gone because I want you all to be living what you want to be fucking living. No one wants to live and be doing a 9 to 5 every fucking day. That is why we're so open-minded in this society now. Like, that is literally why we have discovered the law of assumption so strongly in this lifetime. Yes, it's been around, but we're really being put on now because this world is tired. We are tired. The way that this society used to be, we're not doing that. Like, we're not a part of that shit anymore because we know that we deserve more. And that's really where it comes from, guys. You have to be open-minded. You have to understand that if you want something, somehow, somewhere, something's gonna fall out the sky and make it happen. You don't need to know how. You don't need to know when. You don't need to know why. You don't need to know a single thing. The only thing that you need to do, though, is to just know that it will. That's it. That is the only thing that's gonna keep it moving in your favor. The most important thing when it comes to using the law of assumption is not worrying about how this specific manifestation method is going to make it manifest, okay? When you affirm and persist, the last thing that you should be worrying about is, but how is this gonna make it work? Like, when is it gonna do anything that I was saying that it was gonna do? Like, don't worry about that. You just have to know that within everything that you're saying to yourself and everything that you're doing and everything that you're visualizing, whatever it is that you are applying, that the number one thing that all of these things are leading back to is a rewiring of your subconscious mind, okay? That's how the law of assumption works. It's all about changing your beliefs. Because before, you may have believed that you had to work really, really, really hard in order for you to make the amount of money that you want to make. I have to sacrifice a lot of things to make my dreams come true. I gotta move over here. I gotta do this. Like, things that you don't want to do. That's basically what I'm trying to say. You're focusing on doing things that you don't want to do because that is what we have to do, right? We have to sacrifice certain things if we want other good things. Listen to me. No, you don't. You simply have to know that this world is going to do what it has to do to help you get the money that you want, simply because you know that it's meant for you, simply because you have manifested it, because you know that it is already done in your favor. So upon all those other limiting beliefs that you had, you know, that was a consistent thing in your life because you believed that. Like, that was a formula, you feel me? Certain cultures believe in certain things, certain traditions, different parts of the world do believe in different things, and that goes for them. But even within those people who are dealing with these kinds of things there, it's almost insane for them to see something else from a different part of the world that has a completely different kind of tradition, because they are so embedded within their own belief. You understand what I'm trying to say here? So when that person with that consistent belief in one certain thing sees another lifestyle of another person doing different things, they might feel like they want to do what they're doing, but they feel like they can't because they were taught and told some specific thing their entire life. So of course anything else seems very unrealistic, right? That is why we are working, consciously working out of that mindset where we are able to be limitless, free, consistently getting what we want, like just always living in the energy of being where we want to be. Because we know that we deserve that, because we know that no matter what it is going to happen in our favors. And the last thing you should be worrying about is how it is, when is it, blah, blah, blah. Like I was saying, it doesn't matter. You just have to be open-minded enough to know that it will, period. And as long as you know that it will, period, I promise you it will, period. That is the only thing that you need to know now. So if you know that you have trouble being open-minded, I highly recommend that you start working your way out of believing in the other stuff that you were believing before. And even if it might seem a little hard for you to work out of that right now, where you believe that it's going to take a little bit of time, that is completely understandable and that is okay. The only thing that really matters is that you have the intention of actually getting out of that mindset. That is the most important thing. Like seriously, having the intention is what's going to spark everything around it to help you get out of that mindset. But you have to hold that intention long enough for you to actually let things work in your favor. Because you know, if you want what you want for one day, what good is that going to do? You feel me? Like tomorrow you're going to go back to the limits and that's not going to help you. But if you're focusing on what it is that you want and you're consistently staying there, then why wouldn't you get what you want? You feel me? It's all about just being open-minded, being able to work with yourself, just getting what it is that you want because you know that you deserve that stuff, and you absolutely do. So all in all, my love, I know that this video is pretty long, but I intend truly that within everything that I said here, that I was able to shed light over your situation, over your mindset, over anything that you may be dealing with, because I want you all to know that no matter what it is, you are the person who's going to get it done in your favor. You are the person who's going to manifest it all. You are simply the person, and using the law of assumption is definitely a choice, and you are not obligated to use it, of course. But I want you all to understand that if you do decide to take on something as wonderful as the law of assumption to your advantage, it is going to take that you be very strong-minded. It is going to take that you are able to work with yourself. It is going to take that you're able to consistently feed yourself positive thoughts and consistently maintain a positive mindset, everything like that. You have to be willing to work with yourself. And even if you do experience frustration, which is okay, my band just broke, so don't mind me, but you have to be willing to just be able to let this positive stuff, all the stuff that you want, to actually manifest in your favor. No matter how hard you think it is, no matter how difficult you think it is, or no matter how far away you think that that desire is, I want you all to understand that you are still, again, like I was saying this entire video, you are still the person who deserves to get everything that you want. And you are still the person who's going to get yourself what it is that you want. But please, take it easy, take it slow, do what you have to do for you. Whatever makes you feel the most comfortable, I want you to do that, okay? I never want you guys to feel overwhelmed, like you can't do this, like it's impossible, or as though this is unrealistic false hope being fed to you, because it's not. I'm telling you guys, I have manifested a lot of things. I have the mindset that I need to get myself everything that I want and need. But upon me having that mindset, that is why I'm here today, to let you guys know exactly what you need to do for yourself so that you're able to live the same life that you want to be living. Like whatever it is that you want, you deserve that. Just let it happen for you, okay, my love? Just work in favor of yourself. Do not be afraid. Be gentle, be kind. You can do this. You are that bitch. You've been that bitch. You are the main character. You always knew that you were, but keep it going in that favor. You already knew that you got this though. Like, I know that y'all know this. Even if you have that doubt, which I feel, psychically speaking, I can feel that some of y'all feel the fear and the doubt, but I can feel deep down inside that you know that you have the power within, and that is the most important thing. That power within is going to take you all the way. So start believing in yourself today, right now, right here, right now, because you got this shit in the bag, and it really is final, but you got to keep it going like that, and you will, because we said so, and that's it. Alright, my love, thank y'all so much again for watching my video. I really, really, really do appreciate it. I intend that this video helped you out to the most of its ability, and I know that it did because guys, listen, like I was saying before, babe, you gotta be able to work with yourself. Mental discipline, willpower, mental diet, doing what's best for you, being strong-minded, being confident, loving yourself, being there for yourself, just being on top of your shit, everything that you want and need, believing in yourself. You are going to be able to make it all happen, and I promise you there are no doubts about this. I promise you guys, within everything that I said, it is a guaranteed thing, but you got to keep it up. This is exactly what it takes. You see, it's really not much. Like, I'm gonna be honest, it does seem like a lot, especially if you are starting from a very strong victim mindset. But keep in mind, guys, I as well was starting out with a very strong victim complex mindset, everything like that. Like, everything that you can imagine, I was already there. The bitterness, the anger, I can't do this, the sadness, unconfidence, insecurity, everything, I was there. And I can tell you guys that as someone who is on the exact opposite of the coin, the exact opposite, that you as well can do the same thing. You already knew that though, but you gotta keep it going in your favor. And as long as you believe in yourself, as you should and as you will and as you do, period, you will see just how blessed you will turn out in the end, because you are already blessed. You are already there. It is already done. I believe in you. I know that you can do this. I'm gonna keep this portion short right now because I know I spoke a lot in this video, but I just have to keep it clear to y'all that I know that y'all are those bitches. Y'all are them bitches. You are that bitch, period. So keep it going with you. Keep it going strong. Keep doing what you gotta do. I love you all so dearly. I love y'all so much. Please listen to what it is that I'm saying in this video today, and if you need the reminder, watch it back. Send it to somebody who is in major doubt, maybe, like whatever it is. Just make sure that you're putting people on to what you know and helping people out as well within whatever it is that I'm saying or whatever it is that you learned from me. Whatever, I don't care what it is, just use it and help others, okay? We all can do this. And I refuse to watch the best people in the world, y'all, suffering any more than you already are, because no, like absolutely fucking not. I refuse it. I rebuke that. In the name of Jesus Christ, I rebuke that. We're not gonna deal with that here, all right? So with that being said, my love, may God bless you all always. Thank y'all so much again for watching my video. I will see y'all this Thursday for another video. Thank y'all so much again. I love y'all. May God bless you all always. And please take care, everybody. And keep it going strong, keep it going tight, keep it going, period. Just keep it going. Because no matter what it is, no matter what doubts you had before, no matter what it was that was clouding your vision or anything really, whatever you thought you couldn't do, understand that none of those things resonate with you any longer, anymore, nothing at all, because nothing is standing in your way. And the last thing you should be doing as well is starting up arguments with yourself saying, oh, but, why, no, like whatever else. Stop fighting yourself with the limits, because you're telling yourself that you can do this, and then the next second you're like, wait, no, I can't though. But no, absolutely not. Yes, you can. Stay there. Stick to being in the state of confidence, of the wish fulfilled, of knowing that it's already done, of empowerment, and just stick it out. Literally just stick it out, because you can do this. It is already done in your favor. That's it. It is done, okay? That is why I keep saying this stuff right now, is because I want you all to understand how simple this is. Some people feel angry, some people feel bitter, some people feel very sad because they're like, I just can't do this. But that is exactly why today I am purposely explaining exactly what I did, so that you are able to start working on the things that I listed within this video, so that you can actually start to understand that this life is backed in your favor. Because I do not want to see you guys living another day that is unfavorable to you. I don't want to see you guys doing anything that you don't want to be doing, because you know that you don't deserve to be doing that. Please open your mind. Keep yourself open-minded. Keep yourself strong. Keep yourself going in your favor. If you know that you can do this, and you know that you got this, and you know that regardless of anyone or anything else, no matter what it is, you are going to do this. And I know that you can, and I know that you are, and I know that it's already done because we said so, and that's it. But keep it going for you, all right? I believe in you. I know that y'all can do this. We already knew that, but you got to keep it going all the way up. That's the only direction you're going in, bitch. It's only up from here. Consider wherever you were at the lowest to be exactly what's going to catapult you up to the highest, because you literally can't go any lower once you're all the way down there. The only way is up. The only way is up. You already knew that though, so keep it going just like that. Just like that. Bye. Conscious manifesting is not a joke. The law of assumption is not a joke. Being able to get everything that you want is not a joke. No matter what you thought before, no matter what you thought did or did not go, scratch all that. Scraps, garbage, bitch. Throw it away. I don't want to hear about it any longer, and you should not be feeding yourself anymore with that BS. Because upon everything that you've done so far and how far you've come in your life, and even if you feel you haven't gone that far, I want you all to understand that this life is not over until you say that it's over. Everything is meant to work out for you. Why? Because you are intending that. But it's all because you are intending that, okay? If you want to rise up to the occasion, you feel like you can start believing in yourself in this way, you feel like you can actually start manifesting what you want, which you always could, but you feel like you can actually start doing this stuff, I want you guys to start going in. I want you guys to start healing yourselves. I want you guys to start healing your mindsets. I want you guys to start being on top of your shit. I just want you guys to be there. Because a strong-minded person and a person who gets what they want, a person who's genuinely confident, does not sit around and feel bad for themselves, feel like they can't do this, feel like, oh, I'm a victim forever, I'm always gonna live a shit life. Like, that is not the energy, babe. That is not the energy. That is the exact opposite of what you want. So all in all, it's only gonna take you for you to get what you want. Like, you just have to be on top of it. You have to be willing to work with it. You have to just keep going. Keep on going, keep on going. This life belongs to you. This is your life. This is your shit. This is your dream. This is your everything. The entire thing, it's right here for you, okay? So let's keep it going like that. You already knew that you could do this though, but you gotta believe in yourself enough to actually keep on doing it, all right? So let's do it. This is exactly what it takes to manifest. Only the best, which you already are, so we're not worried about you, but keep it going strong just like that, because we said so, and that's it. You deadass already knew that though.